Hey, great to have you here. So today I went to play a few games of One Piece at my local game store, and sure enough, when I got there, they had restocked all of the OP boxes at this point in time. They had 1 through 7 there. Since I've already gotten a few of the boxes previously, I was a little bit mindful with what I picked up, so we wound up grabbing a box of OP-04, which I have not ever opened, a box of OP-06, which I've also not ever opened, and then we had to do it, a box of OP-05 as well. So grab these three. As I said, I've never opened 4 and 6 specifically at all, so those are going to be the last ones I've never opened up myself. And then 5, just because this one's bit me a couple times and it is one of the most iconic ones, we're going to give that one another try. So I'll do this probably in 3 separate videos, with this one being, we'll start off with the good old OP-04. Let's take a look and see what we get. Okay, as mentioned, we're going to start things off with the OP-04 box. And as I also mentioned, this is not a box I've opened up to this point in time, so this is going to be brand new opening of these guys for me. I'm not really sure what I'm going for necessarily, so we'll kind of just take it as we go and see what we ultimately get, and maybe we can add some stuff to our deck, and maybe just add stuff to our collection as well. So we'll set this guy aside a little bit and start opening up these boxes. As mentioned, I originally just went to my store to play casually, which actually wound up going pretty well. I went 4-0 with my Zoro deck, so I think that's the first time in casuals I was technically undefeated, but I know a lot of times people aren't playing with their best decks in those, so it's just more for the fun of playing at that point. But after doing the tournament recently, that's been a bit of a different expectation. So we are going to put these in color order here. So we got Kung Fu Jugon. Actually, let me take a look. As I said, I'm new to OP-04, and this may not be as exciting, but let me take a look at these each individually. Okay, it's a blocker if you have a Kung Fu other than this character, so that's a requirement for a blocker. Black Maria. Activate main, you may rest number Dawn, you may rest this character, draw 1 card. Okay, interesting, so it's a card pull. Green, purple, playgrounds. Okay. Let's set up black over here and yellow here. I'm already seeing what's at the back here too, so I'm not familiar with it, so it's not going to bother me. But okay, Igraham, we have, you may rest this character and give 1 active leader 5,000 power during this turn. Look at 5 card. Okay, so interesting. So you're just not attacking with your leader pretty much. Oh. And then Kairos is our rare. This character be KO'd, you may rest your leader instead. Interesting, okay. Not the best first pull since it was only a rare, but 23 to go. I know I've mentioned this before, but sometimes I like to pull the worst stuff early because that leaves good stuff at the end ultimately. So let's take a look. I definitely like to get the leaders out the way. Okay, give 1 rest down each year. Got it. That may be a good one for the whole animal approach to Zoro that's coming out here shortly. I know Zoro is supposed to be the whole Zoro approach. I've just been using Zoro's standard ability, so I haven't leveraged that, but could be good to utilize at some point. And we got our leader pack, Isho. Okay. I haven't gotten this leader yet, so this is a new one for me. So cool to have something different. And then Who's Who and Diamante blocker. It's always cool to get higher cost blockers because typically I'm used to the blockers that are just, Tony Chopper, who's a 1 cost blocker that he's eating the hit. He's not like potentially surviving it also. So when you get characters that can also survive the hit, that is a nice value add to play with. All right. Jack, another leader. Blue Yellow Queen. I don't think I've ever seen this card at all. I don't think I've seen anyone ever play this leader. I'm assuming that means they're not necessarily good. If you have 4 less cards in your life, draw 1 card if you have a character with cost 8 or more. Okay. It feels like a lot of qualifiers for it, so maybe that's why it's not played often. Blue and yellow feels like an interesting combo, though. I feel like that could be strong. And then we got a Frankie and a Capone. Interesting, okay. So we are 3 packs down. We've pulled 2 leaders. That, I don't hate that. As I said, I know people don't like the leaders and I don't either, but that means good stuff is still to come. We can hope at least, right? Okay. What we got here? Another leader, a 3rd leader. So a lot of multicolor. Are these all multicolor thus far? This is maybe one of the first sets. I don't know when they started doing that, so they may have really tried to stretch their wings here. Purple yellow croc. When Donnie feels returned. Add to 1 dog. Okay. I played somebody today who was a red purple Luffy, so it was more purple than I've traditionally seen, so it was kind of nice to have some variety. And we have the blue event. And that. So 3 leaders in the first 4 packs. Okay. Somebody would have been not happy if they opened this box and they just bought the first 4 packs in general. But we got the whole box, so we got some time. It was actually kind of funny. There's a couple of people, as I mentioned, they heavily restocked today, so everybody was buying these, and person to my left, a lot of people opened them in the store. The person to my left really liked what they got, but the person to my right did not love. I think they opened an OP-1. I think the person to my left opened an OP-4 and they had good luck, so hopefully we still get some luck too. But the guy to my right opened up OP-1 and he was not satisfied and definitely had the itch to go pick up more. It's definitely one of those situations where it's like, at what point do you moderate your spending? And I don't know if you want him grabbing more or not, but it was just kind of funny that it's definitely, I understand those situations where you don't get what you want and you're like, all right, one more try. Let's do it again. So you definitely gotta be careful at times when you don't get what you want. I see something shiny at the end of this. Okay, Don Quixote Rosinante. That is an SCC. I have 0 idea on the value of any of these cards. I'll probably share on the screen, but as far as visuals, looks super cool and an SCC pull, and I know that hasn't done super well for me with OP-5, but I gotta assume this guy's gonna have some good value to him, so we'll take a look afterwards and see what we get, but cool looking card either way, I would say. So that's our first hit of the box. And our first really, not even just standard hit, but our first just card really of value. We haven't even gotten the SRs other than that, so that's really the first one. So as I said, we'll take a look. I wish I knew while filming this, but I'm assuming it's pretty good. We'll see. All right. Orlin Boss, Father Karu, Tom, Kuro. See some shiny at the end of this one too. Cobra, Parasparrow, Flapping Thread, Mr. Bay, Kairos, Yamato, Kairos, Yamato, SR. That one looks cool. I like that one. I don't know if, once again, not sure the values, but without knowing much about this box, maybe that's a good thing, because when I opened OP-5, I knew kind of what the better cards were, and when I wasn't getting them, especially the second time around when I was like, oh, I know definitely what the bad ones were, and I got a lot of duplicates from the first time I opened it. When you don't know, you can be at least in the moment pretty excited about it. So let's keep going here. I don't think anything in my main Zoro or Nami deck really comes from OP-4 that I can think of. If something sticks out to me, I'll let you know, or maybe afterwards I'll give it more of a deep dive and something will be more apparent, but it looks like we may have a leader here. It's kind of a fun banish. Yep, we have Nefeltari Vivi. Another multicolor. This whole box may be multicolor at this point. So that's our fourth leader. All ones that are different though, and all ones I don't have. So then we have Bad Manners Kick Course there, and Diamante. All right, let's keep the train going. See something shiny, but I've learned that doesn't mean anything, because some of those just basic events are not, I'm gonna pull this one back, are not super great. All right, apologize if you hear my chair too moving around on my table at all. Okay, Aison, Sanji, Yokozuna, Barrier, Mr. and Mrs. Friday, Nami. We definitely have something shiny at the end. What kind of Nami is this? Reveal one card from the top of your deck. If it's a real card's character with 600 powers more. That feels very unlikely to happen. You have to pull 6,000 or more power. Then you put it at the bottom anyway. That sounds like it could be fun to like do some mechanics, but that feels like unlikely, and then also you don't really want to dump that. Okay, Miss All Sunday. Cool looking card. Not sure about this one, but it's another SR, so that puts us at our third valuable card of the box, hopefully. Second SR with the SCC. Okay, not seeing anything shiny in this one, so we'll see. I don't know if this is better for me opening them back here or up in front of the camera if you really care about that, but it's easier obviously when it's closer. But let's see. Stage. And Miss Valentine. So nothing really to note in that one. All right, here we go. I also have the camera a little bit farther in front of me, so reaching is a little more challenging today. Probably should have thought about that. Ooh, Tony Chopper. This is one actually I think I need. If you're gonna do the animal thing, you could use this Tony Chopper. Play up to one animal type card with 3,000 power or less from your hand. Okay, so that's one. I'm gonna set this guy aside actually. That's gonna be one that we think we're gonna want wanting for the potential zero. I think I saw something sneaking out there too, that 10 cost at the end. Hopefully we get more. Those are common. Tony Chopper. Let's hope for a full set in this. Okay. Another Miss Valentine. And the Kaido SR. Cool looking. It's not super unique as far as what he's showing, but it looks intimidating, that's for sure. Return to one character cost air less and 3 listed owner's hand. Okay, so you're sending back good cards to whoever's hand, probably the opponent's, but could be your own, I guess, if you want to. Let me know down in the comments below if you prefer the, if you care at all about where I'm opening these, because I'm not sure that's what people are really interested in watching, but. Okay, playgrounds, law. I'm really bad at like peeking the thing. I'm not looking at it, so that's why it's not seeming like. Okay, we got one of these guys already. Okay, we have 4 leaders. We slowed down on pulling leaders. We have 4 leaders and 4 hits, so we're pretty even through almost halfway through the box here. We got a pound. That may be good, as I said. You may rest this character, give up to 1 rested Dawn card to each of your Alabasta type. I mean, the Alabasta may be tough, but he's an animal, so he would fit that Tony Chopper where he's 3,000 power less and could play, so worth the consideration. Hopefully something to see at the end here. Oh, it's an event card. Spiderweb. I don't know if these are necessarily, like, when I did the opening of OP-03, I think it was, I wound up getting that Fire Fist alt art, but I didn't know it was an alt art. I think at this, I don't know when they added the stars, but I'm assuming that's just a generic rare card. So, all right, well, that's one. Let me move some of these packs. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, move some of that out the way, and let's start on the left side. So we only have 1 technical hit so far. I see something there. I'm trying. As I said, I'm not overly looking for it, but if you guys can see it, it's probably less exciting to have the surprise of it. Okay, let's get more of those Tony Choppers. Did I put that in the wrong? Yeah, I did. Hope I haven't done that elsewhere, but if so, we'll just reorganize it once we hit stuff. Okay, alt art sugar. I have no idea. That is an absurd look. I don't know. Once again, not sure the value, but alt art. Assume that's good. Sugar, it's a 2-cost alt art though, so I mean it may not be the most valuable, but it's a hilarious look. So that technically is our second hit of the box. So we have our SEC and an alt art SR. So I think we could stop there, but let's hope we don't. Let's hope we don't. We still have 4 leader packs, which I don't love. Although, as I've mentioned, I don't think any of the leaders from this. Oh, that's a good start. We got the Tony Chopper. Set that one aside too. It could be the additions I'm needing. Just give me 4 of those and I'll be kind of content because I hate having to like straggle for the last one or so. Okay, once again we have, so it looks like they do have the stars in this one, so this is definitely not an alt art of an event card. Well, so far not, I'm not sure, is that I have zero idea of what's good in this box, so you could tell me I'm doing amazing right now and I'm just not aware of it. I'm assuming probably somewhere in the middle of the road, but who knows. Sanji, a Luffy, Queen, Igaram, and then another event. Oof. Not great, especially because what do we have? 9 packs left and we have 4 leaders to go, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. 9 packs, 4 of them are leader packs. Oof. Let's maybe get some Tony Choppers in those leader packs. Or, well, alt art leaders don't count as leaders, so we're guaranteed. Let's pull a bunch of them now. Actually, I don't want to, but let's knock them out. I see something at the back here, so it's definitely not a leader pack. A Monkey D. Luffy SR. He looks so goofy there. I've seen the one where he's like blue, as is that. I'm not super far in the anime, so anytime you get these variety of looks to Luffy or any characters, I'm just like, okay, I'm sure I'll see that at some point. All right, so what do we have for SR total? We're on the side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 5 SRs in the SEC, so there are a couple SRs left, and then I think half the packs are leader packs, because 4 of 8 at this point. Yes, got my Tony Chopper. I mean, I actually want that in the future, but it feels like for now, it's something I want to throw in there. Rebecca leader. So new leader. These all, yes, I said, these all are probably multicolor. Bartholomew. Okay, we got our Don hit. Will you call me your shipmate? But if we ever see each other again. Oh, other way around. But if we ever see each other, will you call me your shipmate? Okay, so 3 leaders, 7 packs. What are we gonna get? Any guesses from you guys? As I said, I have 0 idea because I haven't opened these, so you tell me in the comments below if you're this far what you think I'm gonna pull. Cobra. Okay, Alabasta seems to be the thing for red. Usopp. A lot of people do these things where it's a, hey, KO me, and I'm gonna KO something of you. I have never used those in my deck, but people have used them against me. Who's who? And a Sanji SR. Once again, looks cool. It's not obviously an altar, but that's, I love the, you can maybe not see it super well on the camera, but you have him and then a close-up portrait of him in the back. 4 cost, 5,000 power blocker. Trash one card, play this card. Okay. Not bad. So, 1 more hit in here and 3 more leaders. So, other than that, we probably have a couple just rare packs. Something shiny at the end, as I'm trying not to let it pop. But we got something. Sorry for the table shaking. Black Maria. Oh, yeah, there we go. We got our last Tony Chopper. I'm gonna need to get animals, and that seems like OP-8's gonna have the animals, so maybe I'm just setting myself up good for the future. I don't necessarily do like the whole meta stuff. I like to do my own unique, and that's why I've stuck with Zoro. It seems like back in the day he was pretty good, and then he fell off compared to other people, and then now he's gonna be good again with the whole animal stuff, so I'll probably do it, but I almost like when it's like, oh, this is my thing that I can do effectively, even if it's not the go-to. Alt art rare. Capone. Okay, so we got 2 alt arts and an SCC in this deck. This one's a rare, so not an SR necessarily, but we've pulled this guy a couple times, I think. He looks way different. He's like a castle in this one. I think he was just like a normal, yeah, here's the other one. Here's a comparison shot if you wanna look at the 2 side by side, but cool to get another alt art. Didn't expect one, so getting one's definitely a nice surprise. Even if it's just rare, we'll set that one aside too and see what that one's value ultimately is. But, I mean, not bad for this box. Obviously we didn't pull like a manga, but that is not something I expected to pull. All right, and boom, boom. Leader. So here's a duplicate. We have the Isho I think we pulled at the very beginning. You, and our second Don. Okay, so I think we got 2 more leaders in these 4 packs, and I don't know if we can get any more SRs. Can you surprise me with an alt art leader? Can you get 4 hits in a box? It's not in this pack because I saw the back and it was not red. I think this is a leader actually. Okay, page 1. Oh, falling all over the place now. All right, yep. Do we have this one already? I don't think we do. So, at least some variety in that one. And there we go. 3 packs to go. One of them's a leader, and I don't know what the other 2 are gonna be. Let's take a peek there. Not an alt art leader pack. So maybe just generic stuff in this one. Oh, here's our other leader. Queen, that's the one we got earlier that I talked about. Queen and King, that's fitting, back to back. Okay, 2 packs left, and I don't think there's anything on the board, leader or SR. Does that rare count as a, I don't think it does. Maybe we have 1 SR left, because one of them's an SCC that I pulled too, so it could be 1 SR left in here that's not an alt, but character, yep, Sugar. Is that the one we pulled the alt art for? Yeah, I think it is. I can try to do another comparison if, give me a second here. Yeah, oh, my card's falling. Here's the Sugar compared to the alt art Sugar. So way funnier on the alt art that we're going for there. Okay. Oh, geez, everything is falling over here now. Okay, we're just gonna open the last pack here. And I don't think we can get anything, so. Yeah. Let's see what we got, just for the sake of it. We got those 4 choppers, which is gonna come in handy in the future, as mentioned. So that's a good takeaway as far as value add for playing. And Zoro, give 2,000. Okay, another SR. Sabo, this is one I've seen a lot of people say, if you want to play Black Yellow Luffy, you need the Sabo, and I don't currently play Black Yellow Luffy, but it's nice to have it in the event that we do. Obviously we would need another 3 of them, and it sounds like this card's relatively expensive from it. I heard somebody say it was like 40 bucks. That may be exaggerating, but I thought I heard someone say that. So great last pull. If regardless of what it is exactly, it's something that people it's worth a lot, and I think people play it a lot. So It's a nice addition for any deck. So let's run through here real quick. Our total, this is not in the same order anymore. We have the alt art rare. We have the just the regular sugar. Then we have the alt art sugar, the Sanji, the Luffy, the Kaido, the Miss All Sunday, the Yamato, the SEC Don Quixote Rosinante. That one looks super cool. And then finally the Sabo. So without knowing anything about at all other than I knew the Sabo was something that people seemed to like when I played the tournament yesterday, I think we probably made good value in this box. Not what I'm trying to do entirely, but it's always nice to say, hey, I spent X amount of money on this box. Let me get something that's like worth something afterwards. So overall, good experience, I think. As I said, you'll know before, I guess you'll know when I put the values in to see what we ultimately got here. But I think from first glance, seems like a win. What do you guys think? We'll love your feedback down below. Did I ultimately do well? Anything in OP-04 that you think I should be throwing in either my Zoro deck, my Nami deck, or any future decks? Is there anything in this OP-04 that you think is worth including? Like, it seemed like when I was going for OP-3, Nami was in that as the leader, so I should pull Nami cards for her. Is there any leaders from this that you think are worthwhile? Just let me know your thoughts on all things OP-04 down below. Appreciate you guys' time for watching, and hope to talk to you again soon.